The second thing is, in your second body paragraph, is going to be generally, and this is just one idea for how to structure it, what is the consequence of that problem? And often the consequence of that problem is a struggle for an individual. Okay, that's what you'll often find with the text that you study. So there's a problem. Okay, this is not good in this society. Consequence, now the individual struggles to do this. Okay, now the individual is alienated, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so what is the consequence of that problem? And then the last one, right, the third body paragraph is there a resolution? Can we fix that problem? Is there a suggested solution to that problem? And if so, what is it? What does it require of the individual, of the collective, of the audience, of the responder? Okay, so there's different ways to think about that. But there you go. You have problem, consequence / struggle, and the third body is the resolution. And maybe there is not one, and you need to explore why that's important. Okay, if you're doing a dystopian text like 1984, maybe they present it as if there is no solution, but that means there actually is something for the audience to do. Oh, you need to wake up and move. You need to do something before it's too late. So there is often some kind of resolution, whether it's immediately obvious or not. Okay, so that's how you structure the bodies. Now, the reason why I went through all of that, Sahana, and for everyone else, even though the question was more about inside the body, is because it's the same kind of thought process. There needs to be a flow. It doesn't mean that within each body paragraph, if we move back here, I'm not saying that each of those yellow ones, those 3 evidence effects, is also problem, consequence, solution, but you do want to look for a causal relationship. And I would actually, my key tip here is to start looking at a text chronologically and be guided by the concepts as they emerge that way. Typically, that's how the body paragraph evidence and the body paragraph ideas are going to emerge anyway. The problem in a text, the tension, is usually established in the first third of the text. The consequence of that, the struggle, is usually established in the middle of the text. And the resolution, or whether there is one or not, is usually determined by the end of the text. So if you follow the text chronologically, that will give you your conceptual framework for the 3 body paragraphs, from which you can then derive your topic sentences. And the step that therefore follows is that within each of those, you should be looking to those respective thirds of the text for those more specific sentences of analysis and the specific ideas that will shape them.